So I was minding my business, crew, just testing the deck out. And then I see this. That's right, crew. I Love Gecko beat me while I was testing the deck. Said easy, and then he dips. So let me show you what I did to him. What's good, crew? It's Rubber Captain coming back at you with another video. And today is not your typical video. And I was getting ready to drop my second part to the UP Luffy video because we have cracked the code on that. So stay tuned for the next video for that drop, because we cracked UP Luffy in OP12, and when I tell you, when we get to OP13, UP Luffy gets even more insane. But yeah, that's enough about UP Luffy. So yeah, we was just testing the homies deck out from the Discord. Speaking of which, if you haven't joined the Discord, join. The links in the description. We was testing the homies deck profile out. Just recording some gameplay. We moved around some cards, made the list. More to our liking. You know what I'm saying? Not saying it's a bad list. He just had, he had two different options. I just wanted one option, so we went one way. Bases going, a mixture of both ways. Needless to say, we ran across this toxic player today, and that's what this video is gonna be about. But I figured we would start from the beginning and show you how we got there. So yeah, first off, before we get into the video, I want to give a huge shout out to everybody who watches, likes, comments, and subscribes. I really appreciate y'all. Y'all are the ones who help me, push this content out for sure. And I want to give a huge shout out to all the members, because the members is what keeps the boat afloat, essentially. You know what I mean? I know a lot of people probably say that, but it's true. Hey, I appreciate everybody who's a member, a official member of the Pirates, the Rubber Captain Pirates crew. So yeah, I appreciate all y'all. Much love to everybody. So yeah, first off, let's get into the deck profile, and then we'll go to how we got to where we got to. Yeah. So this is the list right here. This is the list right here that I made using the homies deck list right here. He was running more of a mix, like burn and life gain. I just wanted to go straight life gain. So yeah, this is where we at. So we got Nico Robin here, the leader. She has banish. When attacking, you may trash one card with trigger from your hand. Add one Don from your Don deck. Add one Don card from your Don deck, set it as rested. Okay, nice. Easy ramp effect. She has banished. They have to respect her attack every turn. We like it. We love it. So, interesting card the homie's running. He's running these Charlotte Puddings here. Charlotte Pudding lets you search up to one Sanji or one event card. So you can add any of your event cards. Hence why we're running, if you look forward in the list. Hence why we're running, decent amount of events. She looks the top four. Cool searcher. We got Sanji's to go with her as well. But we'll get to that. We're running 4 Rosinantes. Rosinante is just a good card to get out to help you use some of these counter events that we got. Getting this out early. When you're on 7, if you don't have any other big bodies, it's not a bad thing to play out. Next, we're running 4 of the 2K counter Sanjis, just a searchable 2K emergency blocker if needed, because we can neck down if we need to. Yeah, just emergency blocker if needed, 2K counter. We're running 4 of the 7 cost Sanjis, another searchable card, an aggro card if we need aggro, and if we need to push through some blockers, great card. Running 3 Katakuri's. Katakuri is still a strong card, and it's just as strong in this list, especially as fast as we ramp. Great card. Running 3 Lin Lin to keep to the life gain theme. Like I said, this is a life gain version, and Lin Lin does that for us well. We're running 4 of the Nico Olivia, just being able to banish our opponent's cards by buffing our leader for 3K. They never expect this card, and this card can also help you in games as well. Running 4 Baby 5, just a 2K counter with trigger. And it has a trigger if your leader's multicolor, draw 2 cards, so it helps you cycle if you get it out the life trigger. Cool card all around. Running 4 of the Kumas here. Like I said, life gain theme. Kuma lets you gain a life on play by trashing a card, And then as well, if they KO him, he lets you gain a life. So Kuma can get you 2 life essentially if he plays out the way he plays out. On top of that, running the new Dofi here. If you have 2 or less life cards, this character gains Rush. On opponent's turn, on KO, add 1 card from the top of your deck to your life card. So he's a life gainer 2 on KO. Great card, and he has Rush, so we get to get that aggro pressure in. Now we're on the events. 4 Gum Gum Giants. We already know about this card. If you don't, then you're sleeping on the rock. 2 Hell's Judgment. This is a great card to counter Zoro and a bunch of other leaders in the meta. And then we're running 3 Lead Performer Disasters, 3 God Threads, and we're running 2 Gum Gum Red Hawks. So yeah, plenty of events. We can use Rosinante for cycle as well if we need to. We need to get events out of hand, whatever. So yeah, this is the list right here. And then we're gonna get into the gameplay crew so I can show you how we got to where we was at. So yeah, before we do though, hey bro, draw that beat. Alright, we're gonna go 1.5 speed crew because I don't want this video to be all day. This is sort of a mini rant video, but our first matchup with this list, we're going against Zoro. This is probably one of the best leaders right now in OP12 that's been figured out. So yeah, we're going up against one of the best first. We're gonna see how this list holds up. We got Lead Performer Disaster, which is a great card because it draws us a card on play and ramps us a dime. So it replaces itself, hopefully with a counter. And we don't got any 2Ks in hand, unfortunately. But hey, we got 3 Kumas, which can come in handy for sure in this matchup. Because if they KO the Kuma, we're just going to gain a life, so it's fine. Would essentially draw a card. Yeah, we just swing 6 here after playing the Lead Performer Disaster, and we pass. We don't have a body on board, so he can't really get any value out of his Tashigis or any of his other cards that rest down and let him attack. So he's just playing the event to swing 7 at us twice, which is really annoying. We go down to 1 life already, crew. We're at 1 life on turn 3 against Zoro, one of the best decks in the game. But let's see how it plays out. I'm thinking here we're gonna play the Pudding out to search for an event. I think we grab the Hell's Judgment here because we know this is notoriously good in this matchup. And we're gonna play a Kuma out, gain a life, and then swing 5 at him. See if he wants to banish his life card. I mean, he can't get it to hand, right? Thinking if I want to ramp here, the only cards I can get rid of is my 2K and my 2-cost event. I don't want to do that, so we're gonna stay at 7. It's fine. We can play another Kuma next turn if needed. We did trash a Kuma off the Kuma's effect, by the way, so that needs to be noted as well. We're at 2 life, crew. Like, we're at 2 life right now. He's playing Queen out, and he's resting down our Pudding Searcher. He's probably gonna swing into that and then swing into life. Do typical Zoro shenanigans. Swings into the Pudding Searcher. He's leaving 3 Don open, which makes me think that he has the event to rethink. But never mind. He attaches it all and swings in, for a shit ton on lead. I'm like, all right, that's cool. So I'm thinking here, we're gonna go 7 into this Queen here, see what he wants to do. I think we just play another Kuma out, trash the God Thread, and regain another life. I think we just leave this Queen on board, but we're gonna attack into it. I would have just left it on board. It didn't matter. I mean, yeah, it's gonna give him 3 rested Don every turn, but at the same time, if you attack into my Kuma, I'm just gaining a life anyways. If I decide not to use Hell's Judgment, so there's that. He plays out the Mihawk. Alright. Plays out a Tashigi. Gives his Zoro 3 Don. And he's ignoring my board because he does not want me to gain any more life. We're going to give him a Hell's Judgment there in a 1K just to get out of that. We don't got time for that right now. I'm thinking here we can do a Lin play. Or we can do a Sanji play to try to get him to rest that Mihawk. He does only have 2 cards in hand, so we've essentially starved our opponent out. We're going to swing 7 and a 7 with Akuma. He gives us a 1K. Like, alright, can you take another 7? He blocks with the Mihawk. I'm like, alright, bet. We're going to swing another 7 into it, see if he wants to let it go. Alright, he lets that go. I'm thinking about playing the Nico Olivia out here to buff our lead to plus 3K. Put 2 Don on. Now she's a 10K over 8, and that's guaranteed to clear his board. We've essentially cleared our opponent's board, and we've established some, decent bodies on board now. He's got 5 life still, so he's not in a terrible position, but he really is in a terrible position at the same time. He's swinging at our Sanji here, which is unfortunate. He's going to get that off the board. Swinging 12 in a life. Okay, that's nice. Swinging another 12 in a life. We go down to 0 life, crew, but it's okay. We got the life gain. You know, it's a life gain over here. Life gain all day. Probably going to be a Charlotte Lindland turn coming up. I can already feel it. I'm already thinking in my head, it looks like. We get another Kuma, though. Kuma could be nice as well. We're just going to play a Kuma out so we can leave some extra Don open. And now we're going to go 6 into 5. See if he wants to banish that card. It's a Mihawk. Unfortunate for him. 7 in, 7 in. And quickly we turn the tides on our opponent. He has 2 life now. And we have 3 big bodies on board that he doesn't even want to attack into. And we got a rusher in hand. 2 rushers in hand if you look closely. And we still got an event, 2K and 2 and 3 1Ks. So we're not in terrible position right now. See what he does. He whiffed the search, crew. He whiffed the search. He goes 13 on 7 and gives us another life. I'm fine with that. Hey, swinging in the life. He's gonna give us a card draw now. We're drawing the Gum Gum Giant. That's a great card. That's a great card, crew. Thinking we're gonna just go with the rush here and just finish him off for sure. Got 3 cards in hand. We can mathematically kill him, like almost guaranteed. We're gonna go 0 into 0 first. Of course, he lets that go. 7 into 5. See what he does here. He counters out. I'm like, all right, another 7 into 5. Put 2 on. Another 7 into 5. He counters out. I'm like, all right, bet. We just play the Dofi here and risk it for the biscuit. He's on top deck mode. No, we can always play the Rosinante out. Trash an event, draw into some more counter, stand up 5 Don. Now we got 5 Don active. We'll play it safe. He ain't got no cards in hand. He's in top deck mode. He top decks a searcher. But what does his searcher find? His searcher finds a Tashigi. That's not gonna help him out here, crew. It's probably over for our opponent here. Cause whatever he does, we're gonna protect it. He's swinging 12 in. We're gonna protect the Rosinante because we can. And he can swing into life now. We'll go down to 0. That's fine. He quits there, and yeah, that is the game, crew. The Zoro matchup, man. Hey, the deck's not performing bad. Now let's get into the next matchup, crew. All right, crew. So I got done playing the Zoro matchup. Then we run into this Nami here. I love Gecko. This name may sound familiar. I'm sorry. May sound familiar, right? I'm like, alright, here. We're just going to grab a 2K off that. I kind of wish I would have just grabbed the lead performer just to, get some extra ramp in. Because if we grab lead performer, we can use our leader effect to trash it and then just guide through it the next turn. But, it is what it is. Yeah, lead performer definitely would have been a better search off the pudding there. He swings into our life. We get a guide thread trigger off life, which is nice. He plays a Cavendish out. We're gonna guide thread it off the board. Now we're at 7 Don. We're going to 9 Don next turn. All we have to do is take one more hit to give our Dofi a rush. We take the hit. We get a Lin Lin. That's not a bad card as well. I think Lin Lin put the Kikinoju on the board is not a bad play for sure. Yeah, we're gonna swing 5 here. See if he wants to give us a card for free. Does. We're playing the Dofi. We're getting aggressive here. Going back, I probably would just play the Lin Lin out to gain a life and put the Kikinoju in the life and then rush this turn. But we do get a better target since we waited because he played out Boa Hancock this turn, freezing our Dofi. So we do get a better target for the Lin Lin, which is nice. Good thing we waited. We're gonna play out the Lin Lin, put the Boa Hancock on bottom. We're gonna put 1 on our lead, swing 6 in. We should have just swung 5 there and left 1 open, in my opinion. Yeah, definitely should have just done that to be safe. He uses Red Rock on our fucking Dofi, which is nice. And he swings with Kikinoju, swings with lead and passes, plays a blocker out, passes. Alright, we're swinging 9 into his Kikinoju now. He's gaining another life. That's nice. We're gonna play out our Kuma, gain a life. Trashing the Gum Gum Giant there. And we're gonna leave 2 open Don for this Hell's Judgment. Or Gum Gum Giant, either one. We're just gonna Gum Gum Giant here, just cycle. We need some more big bodies. Some more life gainers or something. He plays out a kid to trash a life, feels bad. We draw into a Kuma here, that's not bad. We're gonna swing 11 into his kid here, put 2 Don on the Lin Lin. Alright, he doesn't want to let the kid go. Makes sense. We're gonna swing 9 into 9 here. I think we should just go 5 on and swing 10 into 9. Or no, we gotta leave 2 open Don, yeah. Oh, we didn't leave 2 open Don. We put 5 on. He counters out. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. We should have left 1 Don open now, looking back at it. Because now he's going to be able to kill us. And yeah. Our misplay right there definitely cost us the game. And then, you know, he posts easy. And let me slow down the speed, crew. He posts easy. I go for a rematch. He disconnects. I'm like, alright. So that's how we gonna do it, huh? We gonna talk shit and then we gonna run away with our tail tucked between our legs, because you know we won off a misplay, off of just a misjudgment. That's all right. I'm like, alright, bet. So I go to the Western lobbies, right? I'm searching for this guy for probably like 5 seconds. I'm like, where is this little gecko motherfucker? Where is little gecko? Oh look, little gecko's right there. I refresh again. I love gecko. Here he goes. We join back in. You still can see the easy message above. I'm like, alright, buddy. I'm like, alright, man. He's gonna talk some more shit too, by the way. Easy then run. He said God did everything he could to rematch me. He said smells like American. I'm like, oh, okay. We got one of those kind of guys, huh? One of those guys. Alright, bet. We're not going to misplay this time, crew. I'll tell you that right now. We're going to show our opponent ultimate brutality. You know, that's what we're going to do. So he's swinging 6 at us here. We're going to give him the Red Hawk, you know, because why not? And he's over here questioning, yes, really? What's your OP bounty? I'm like, bro, what does all that matter? Like, I'm literally finna whoop your ass regardless. We're going to play out Nico Olivia, buff our leader, strap everything up, swing 11 with banish. You're not getting that shit to your hand. We take the life hit here. He plays out Kikinoju and he passes. I'm like, alright, bet. That's nice. It's like, I don't even play this leader like that, buddy, but okay. It's looking like another Nico Olivia play. Like, we don't want to give him no life. Why? We're going to swing 8 into 5 here, see what he wants to do. Okay, he gives the leader effect and counters out. That's nice. We're going to play the Rosinante. Trashing the Gum Gum Giant because, you know, he said Gum Gum Giant we're relying on. I'm like, alright, whatever, buddy. We'll trash it for you. He put in us and gives us 2 more Gum Gum Giants. Mind you, this is his fault, crew, because I didn't have any more Gum Gum Giants in hand. This is his fault. If Gum Gum Giant wins us this game, this is literally his fault. But anyway, we're gonna God Thread KO his Kikinoju, give him a life, swing another 7 at him with banish, or 8 at him with banish, and we're probably gonna pass here with 1 Don open, because you know he wanted to give us the Gum Gum Giant. He plays a Jozu out, bouncing back both his characters on board. We're gonna Gum Gum Giant, get rid of a Lin Lin here just to do some cycling. Nice. We could Lin Lin here to put his Jozu on life. Yeah, we're gonna play Lin Lin here. Trash the God Thread. Life is Jozu. You know, we're essentially starving our opponent out here. He is getting the draw off the us taking life. We get a lead performer disaster, which ramps us into a Don. Is nice. He plays out a Boa, but guess what? We got another Lin Lin coming out for you, buddy. Another Lin Lin, trashing the Kuma. We should have kept the Kuma. I don't know why we trashed the Kuma there. Definitely would have just trashed the Rosinante. But it is what it is. We got 4 of them in the deck. It's not, you know, mandatory. He's playing out Zeus just to kill a card and draw, which is fine. I mean, you know, That's fine. We're gonna play output in here, search for something. We find us a Sanji here. We're gonna play out rush Sanji, return one, rest down the boa. We're gonna go 9 into 8 here, see what he wants to do. I think we should go 5 in the lead first. See if he wants to banish a life. We're gonna go 8 and 8 though. He gives us everything. That's fine. Nico, Olivia, buffing, going 8 into 8. Come on now. You're gonna give us that card. You're not getting anybody's on board. He plays a Kuma out, trashing the gravity blade. We get a God Thread trigger. I'll take it, but we're not gonna use it. Here's probably gonna be a Rosie play, trashing the God Thread just to cycle our hand. We're gonna swing 7 here with banish. See what he wants to do. Alright, another 7 in. We're leaving 3 open done. 9. 9. And we got our opponent down to 2 cards. It's looking rough for him already. We got 5 active done. Come on now. 5 active done and 3 events. He's swinging with the Kuma. We're going to go ahead and capitalize off this Hell's Judgment right away. Minus 3k there, minus 3k there. And you know, we're in the sauce now. He can't swing at us. He plays out of the Nico, whatever the hell, to return our Dofi to hand. I think that was a mistake in my opinion, but it is what it is. Probably going to be a Kuma turn. I'm reading this event because I didn't read it. You know, Yu-Gi-Oh players. We're going to swing 7 first, see what he wants to do. He just gives us the blocker. Swing 9. He just gives us the blocker. I'm like, alright, bet, whatever. Play Kuma out, trashing the lead performer. Put 2 on lead, swing 7, see if he wants to banish the card. He does. He's only got 3 cards in hand. It's looking rough for him. We got 2 open dying. I'm talking my shit back. So easy, huh? Yeah, you're right. It's easy. Red Rock. Oh, he's trying to get our Sanji. We're going to use the Gum Gum Giant now since he hates the card so much. He's messaging to want to change decks because he already knows his shit is pushed in. He already knows it. He's admitting to it. I'm laughing at him because Nico Robin hard counters all yellow decks if you didn't know yet. And I'm like, alright, bro. He's like, go your main, I'll go mine. Needless to say, I'm not going to go my main. But yeah, this is the end of the game for him for sure. Right here, you know, we win that. I'm like, alright, man. You know, he quit. Now he wants me to go my main leader, but we're not gonna do that. We're not even gonna give him a main build. We're gonna give him a main build, but it's gonna be the control version of PB Luffy. So here we go, crew. Alright, crew, so we got one of my control versions of PB Luffy here. He's playing Rayleigh. Rayleigh against the 4 life leader. You know, mind you, I mean, yeah, we can buff the 7, but you know, it's Rayleigh, man. We got a perfect hand. Nico Robin, 2 Frankies and a Luffy, and Marshall D Teach and a Kuzan. Our hand is set up pretty nice. He's swinging 5 into 5 here. We're gonna counter out of that. We don't want to take any early aggression right here. We're playing out our Luffy, swinging 5, even though we can't buff our lead right now, and swinging another 5. He KOs our Luffy with the mole gun. So we no longer have our 7 cost buffer on the board, right? He's swinging 5, he's swinging 7, he's swinging another 7. We go down to 2 life right here, crew. Matter of fact, I'm going to slow this game down because I want you to see every play. Alright, so we go down to 2 life already, right? Turn 4, 2 life. We don't have a way of gaining life in this deck. Cool. We're going to swing 5 here. Play out the Teach, KO the Sanji, and pass. We got 2k counter in hand, crew. 2k counter in hand against Rayleigh now. Keep that in mind. You know, he plays out his Luffy, plays out the Boa Hancock, he shows us the events, plays the Sanji. I'm like, oh, okay, he's going wide as hell, ain't he, huh? Using his Rayleigh effect to buff the Searcher Nami. He's swinging 7 at us here. I'm like, alright, we'll take it. We go down to 1 life. We got another brick off the top. Swinging another 7. We go down to 0 life. No life, Captain. Y'all know how I do, man. Don't fucking play with me, man. No life, Captain. We're going to swing 4 into 2 first, see if he wants to give us that card. Okay, it did. We're going to play out our Frankie first. Cycling. Nice, nice, nice. We got the Sanji here. We're going to use the Teach to KO the Sanji on his side. We're going to play out the Sanji to KO the Luffy. We're sitting on 2 open done after we swing 5 at lead. Got him down to 2 life. We're no life crew, man. We're no life captain. He can play his event, right? He can play his event to make it where we can't get out. He's swinging 7 at us here with Kid and Killer. We're gonna give him 3 1Ks because we know Gum Gum Giant is like our best bet right now. If he does play the event, he uses 4 Don to KO the Frankie, and guess what? Gum Gum Giant, and we leave him sick with show. He only plays Gum Gum Giant decks, kinda dunny, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Ha ha ha. Yeah, whatever, buddy. Get absolutely shit on, kid. We're gonna swing 7 here. Swing 7 with the Nico Robin. Then it's gonna be a 9-10. Do you got it? Do you got it? Do you got it? Aw. 10 in, and that's the game, crew. Mans ain't got no counter in hand. Yeah. But yeah, crew. You know, short video today. I just wanted y'all to see how I had to do a gecko. So if y'all see I Love Gecko in the streets, crew, tell them the captain sent you, man. And I'll catch y'all boys in the next one. Peace.